Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys have been well. I hope you guys have been having fun. You guys have been enjoying. Well, as for me, I've been sick. I had flu, so I was like in bed for the past week, but I'm feeling much better now. I'm feeling much better now. I just want to take this time to celebrate my 1 year anniversary. It's been a little over a year in the United States, but today I was like, what? I never really got to celebrate that. I never really got to do anything. So now I was just reminiscing on my first day here. My goodness, my first day here in the United States. I remember I was at Ronald. I'm sorry, guys. I keep on standing up to go open the door for people and stuff like that. Okay, it's all saying it's my it's been a little over a year since I've been here in the States, and I was just reminiscing on my first day here. Eh, I was at Newark Airport waiting for my flight to Washington DC. So I decided to buy a book because I was bored and I really didn't want any food or anything. And I thought, okay, let me just buy a book and read for those few hours. I don't know. I don't know anyone. I don't have like the local line for me to like communicate with people, and airport Wi-Fi isn't really yeah, teka-teka. It's teka-teka ring. Airport Wi-Fi. It's teka-teka ring. And I cannot really use my phone because I had contacts from Zim people, right? My number actually was the Zimbabwe number, so I couldn't really get on board with everything. And then I decided to buy a book at the shop. So I walk in, I look around, and then on the aisle, I see this lady. Okay, I see this lady. Now, this is the first culture shock. I wasn't going to talk about culture shock, but let me just tell you, this is the first culture shock that I faced. And then she greets me. Honestly, I don't greet nobody at stores. I never used to greet anybody at stores. TMP can pay back in Zim, TMP can pay or Spar, Choppers. I wouldn't greet anyone. I'll just walk in, get my veggies, get my food, and then I'm out. But then this lady greets me. Hi, how you doing? And okay, so is this what people do this side? Is this what people do this side and people do that this side? They greet you in stores, you're in the same aisle. Hi, how you doing? Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. And I'm like, oh, okay, okay. So I looked at her and I responded, but then I was shocked because it wasn't really about me not knowing how to greet a person or not having manners. I was just shocked that someone who doesn't know me is greeting me. And I thought maybe it's because, oh, we're in the same shop and everything, but I was shocked it's almost everywhere. The side. It's almost everywhere. And then I got my book. I still have it. if I still have it till this day, and I haven't read it. I only read like 3 pages at the airport. I know it was a boring book. It's a boring book, but it's my first book purchase here in the States, so I'll always keep it. And then I woke up to the counter, to the cashier, and then it was a black lady. And then I had braids on it. She's like, "Oh, that's your braids are really nice. Who did your hair? Who did them? Oh, they're so pretty. Blah 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 blah." And I'm like, oh no, I'm from Zim. I just got in, so I got them done in Zim. And she was like, oh, okay. How much was it? Like this? I had like noteless braids. I was like, those were like $25. And she's like, what? 25? You you know how much braiding costs us? I said, no, how much I didn't know how much braiding costs. How much braiding costed does that? I didn't know how much it costed does that. I didn't know how much it costs the site, right? And then she's like, it depends, but 250, 300, and no, no, that's a lot. And that was my first, but she was such a lovely lady. And then I paid with cash because I didn't have like a Visa card or anything. So I had cash. You know, when you're from Zim, you've got cash, US dollar cash. So I had cash, and then she gave me like pennies, the coins and everything. And I'm like, okay, can you please walk me through what a penny is, what a dime is? I knew what a quarter and a cent, and I really wanted to know how much other things were, like a penny and a dime. And then she's like, okay, so this is that. And I'm like, okay, thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the lesson. And yeah, it's so funny. It seems like it was ages ago, but oh, time flies. It's been a it's been a journey. And since that day, I'm like taking every day through with appreciation for the people that I've met. So now that we're in this, I just thought of something. There's so many things like sharks. Let me take this down. There's so many things like that really shocked me. I remember it was cold, and of course I had jerseys, right? But then it was cold and I didn't really understand the way the temperatures the side. It gets colder than at home because it snows and everything. It's common sense, right? And somehow I thought that what I had on, like for winter wear, was gonna be enough, but it wasn't enough. So I remember I walked into a shop, you know those the gift shops uh with like gifts and postcards and everything. So I walked into that shop, and then I started looking through, and then this lady was like, "Oh yeah, is there something I can help you with?" And I said, "I'm looking for a jersey." She said, "A jersey, like a football jersey?" I said, "No, a jersey like a hoodie." Okay, in my mind, if it has a zipper on, it's a jacket. If it doesn't have a zipper but has the back thing to cover your head, it's a hoodie, right? If it doesn't have the back thing and doesn't have a zipper, it's a jersey for me. That's okay. Maybe it's not for everyone, and that's okay, but for me, that's how I used to reference to this clothing things. And then she's like, a football jersey. I said, no, like a hoodie, but not a hoodie. Oh, and she said, oh, a sweatshirt. I said, yep. Of course, I felt like I'm really stupid. I felt stupid because who doesn't know a sweatshirt? But then at the same time, I'm like, this is a jersey. The one with the zipper is a jacket. And then I came to realize that it's still a hoodie. Everything is a sweatshirt. Yeah, everything is a sweatshirt. Be it bomber jacket. You know a bomber jacket. It's a sweatshirt. No, it's not a sweatshirt. I'm lying. Bomber jacket. It's a coat. Winter coat, spring coat, fall coat. It's a coat, right? And how I used to reference the stuff, especially clothing, It's quite different. Track pants, they're sweatpants. Yeah, well, that's on me. I don't think anyone says track pants, right? Yeah, that's on me. So it took me a while, but it was nice. It's actually nicer when you meet like people from West Africa and you're like, oh, we're in the same spectrum. People from North America, some people from North America, and you're like, okay, not American, American. So we're all in the basis of trying to learn the lingo, trying to learn the lingo of everything. Noodles, spaghetti and noodles. Noodles are noodles, right? And then spaghetti are noodles at the same time. Now that also shocked me. That also shocked me. I'm trying to think of other things that really stood out for me on my first days, yeah. Cause yo, Sana, it's been a journey. And culture shock is real because when it happens, the minute it happens, you're like, oh, I knew that, but I thought it was different, right? Pie. To me, what came to mind when people said pie, oh, pie. What would come to, sorry, what would come to my mind? Pie, it's like the store, right? Door, not door. When you say pie, I'll think of a meat stuffed in dough and then glazed with an egg and then put in an oven and set. Pie. This side's pie is fruit that's hot. Apple pie, pumpkin pie. It's still the same. You've got your dough that you use when you want to make maybe, I think, a tart. Yeah, the dough that you use when you want to make a tart. And then you put fruits in it. Because I was shocked. I haven't, maybe it's because I haven't been that much exposed, but I haven't come across meat pie. The closest thing to a meat pie that I once had was this Mexican thing called empanadas. I think so. It was the closest thing to a meat pie. But then when you say pie, people associate it with fruits that are hot, and fruits that are hot are not fruits that are nice. Not for me. I don't like pies. And I was shocked the quantity of fast food when you buy, like the size, the magnitude, the size of fast food. Right? There's this pizza place that I like. In them, when you wanted a pizza and you wanted it small, it's like this small. I don't know how. This small. Here, small is Zim's medium. And I was like, ooh, must be nice. It's Zim's medium. Now, I would go crazy. I would go crazy for fast food. People would assume that you would go crazy for fast food, but one thing that also shocked me was the food that you see on advertisement and you imagine that they'll taste a certain way. They don't taste the way you'd have imagined. Nope, not at all. The Chick-fil-A's, the In-N-Outs, the everything. You see this nice thingy, and then you're like, okay, gotta taste nice, right? And then you buy it, doesn't taste nice. And then you're like, oh, why did I even buy it? And also the funny thing, a biscuit. If I say a biscuit to someone in Zim, right? Someone back home, if I say a biscuit, what comes to mind is a biscuit. But then this side, a biscuit is a scone. Biscuit here is a scone. You go to KFC and then you buy maybe two-piece chicken with chips and then they say side biscuit or mac and cheese. How can mac and cheese be a side? But then my issue was, what's a biscuit? That's a scone. A biscuit is a cookie. The funny thing is, the minute you get the hang of it, you know what to do, what to say at the right time. Like right now, with my cultural awareness, right now as I'm speaking to you, if you throw me in Britain, I would know, right, how they reference to things. And then American, I would know how they reference to things. That's the nicest thing about cultural learning, cultural intelligence. Ooh, cultural intelligence. Pronunciation became a very tough thing for me because when it comes to pronunciation of stuff, it's so funny. There's a place here in Virginia, and it's spelled D-U. Every time when I say this story, people laugh because I I first said it's spelled Dumfries, and that's Dumfries. And I was like, so I was speaking to one of my friends, and I was telling him that, you know what, I just passed by Dumfries, and I said Dumfries, right? He said, what? He's American. He said, what? I said, no, Dumfries, because in my mind, I read it like, oh, there's D-U-M, that's dumb, and then there's fries, like French fries. Okay, so Dumfries. And then he says, oh no, that's Dumfries. Guys, yo. I've never laughed like that. And also, there's a stop in Washington, D.C., and it's called Lefant. So usually when people will be like, "Oh, which stop?" when you take the metro, right? And then they'll be like, "Oh no, let's meet at this metro station." I'll just type it out, and I'll never really speak it out when I'm with my friend, cause I didn't know how to say it out loud, cause I thought I would have to pronounce the L on its own, and then I'll say a fant, oh a fant, and then I thought about it. I was like, no, that doesn't make sense, right? It should be something else. Until I was like, hi, how do I even say this word? Oh, and then my friends were like, it's Lafont metro station. It's like, okay, that's that's easy. That's one thing that I noticed that was like really a shock was how serious people take holidays. Like Christmas holiday, Thanksgiving holiday, no, Valentine's is not a holiday. It's just near, but it's not a holiday. Easter holiday, when it comes to like decorations from stores to houses to streets to like the neighborhood signs. I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is the part that I like the most because they take it so divinely, so serious. When you get inside a house, it's Thanksgiving. You feel that it's Thanksgiving time because it's decorations everywhere. Growing up, well, I would know that it's Thanksgiving. I would know that it's Easter time, but then I never really got to live in a certain. I never really got to live in a certain way. We would decorate for Easter. Christmas, yes, because it's like the most common, right? But then for Easter, for Thanksgiving, for Halloween, we never really had Halloween. But we don't have Halloween in them. But for Easter and for Halloween, and you would see this decors, this nice things, and you'd be like, "Oh, this is so good." it was it was good. Trust me, it's good how serious they take holidays. It's amazing how they take holidays. It's funny how other thing that actually shocked me when I came here was how people would look straight in your eyes when you're talking to them. Right. At first, I would feel intimidated because why are you looking at me? Right? Because when I speak to someone, I look them in the eye and then somehow I just try to move my head to the center of their eyebrows or their forehead. Right? I'm still talking to them, but I'm not really looking them or look in their nose, right? On their nose. And then here, people look you straight into your eyes and they're like, Mm-hmm. You're talking, right? You'll be the one talking, and they're like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. No, no, yeah, you know what? I get that. I get that. We should have coffee sometime. Oh my, we should have coffee sometime. And they're looking you straight in your eye. At first, I was like, can you please not do that? But then now, girl, I look baby in the eye straight to you. And handshakes. Oh, you don't just get the simple handshake. Hi, how are you? I'm very well. How are you doing? And then da 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 da. The handshake is done. People, especially if they're interested in talking to you, they really really shake your hand, and then they put the other hand on on top, and it's like, oh, a whole conversation. that's a that's that's a very very huge conversation. And the way people, the driving, I remember when I wanted to drive, after driving in Zim, you'll be like, oh, I can drive here. So I had to learn first. And the first thing that shocked me was how a car can turn right on a traffic light when the traffic light is red, but you have to come to a stop, and then you have to obviously, be cautious and everything. And also, if there is no sign that doesn't prohibit you from turning right, pew, off you go. I was like, bring this to Zim. Oh, Chaba, I tell you. And how people respect pedestrians, how they respect them. What do they call it? Zebra crossing? What do they call zebra crossing? Traffic crossing. How people respect traffic crossing, the minute you stand there by the by the traffic lines crossing, and then cars will just stop for you. Be it you're the only one there, or they're like two of you guys, they'll stop, and then you would cross, and then they'll carry on with the way. Yeah, I know a place where some cars don't stop. If you're unlucky, they'll run over you. If you're unlucky, they'll run over you. But it was the whole driving concept. It's it's simple. Trust me. I've never seen much simpler driving than I've never seen much simpler driving in my whole life. And one other thing that actually shocked me was the school school term. So the first, okay, school term. The school year begins after summer. So that's in August. That's when the school year begins. And if you go through fall, you go through winter, spring, and then bit of summer, and then whole summer you're on break, no school. This is for like, that's really crazy, especially for high school kids and elementary kids, right? And I would ask myself, okay, how does that make sense? How does that make sense? But then after spending summer here, and I noticed how long the summer holiday was, I was like, okay, so now that's the reason why school year starts in August, because you're from summer, you're from a long break. Just take that break as like uh, the finals, as your finals. You're done with this school year, and you're moving on. And I remember talking to people about primary school, and they were like, what's primary school? Yeah. So I had to kind of like explain that, oh no, you see what you call elementary? Elementary was primary school, and some parts of middle school was was our grade 7 primary school. So grade 7 middle school was our grade 7 primary school, and then you move on to a high school. So some parts of your middle school was our high school. And then they're like, oh, oh, oh. Oh, today's been a good day. It's been nice talking to you guys. I know I feel like I'm talking to all of you directly, and it's it's so amazing. So nice talking to you guys. It's okay. It's quite nice. Right now, I just want to go for a walk. I want to go for a short walk in Kenyana just to keep myself busy. But I hope to see you guys next video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you're feeling very generous, don't forget to comment if you would like to see more of those talking videos. Then just say so and I will deliver. I'm here to deliver to you guys. I hope you guys will like this. Have a good one. Bye.
Get some air now, let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now, got me bummed out. You, baby, baby, baby. I've been